and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
On this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Today. This one the other way. Still going back. At the track. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Derby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
Oh, finally. Here we are. What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Welcome into Friday's edition of Pitchfork Lunches. I am Michael Caratenuto, as you see there at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter, as you can see. There we go. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, so you can go to check out Show Live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 and 1. Also, you can check out it on the Wonderful World. I know this really surprises you because I've never told you guys about this one. The Wonderful World of IG at michael.caratenuto.5. I know. Have I mentioned that on Pitchfork Lunch here? Again, I said it was Michael V as in Vic, or no, just michael.caratenuto.5. But what I was about to tell you is you can also go to YouTube and stream it on, go live, watch it live on YouTube, which I definitely suggest. You should definitely do that. Watch it live on YouTube. And then while you're there, though, subscribe to the channel because chances are you may have missed some, whether now not just here in season 3, but season 1, season 2, season 3. Either way, you can subscribe to the channel and binge watch because you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews. And in doing that, and if you go to YouTube and you subscribe, you can go binge watch season 1, binge watch season 2, keep watching season 3, get all caught up, by the middle of the spring semester. So you could do that. You could definitely do that. And you'll understand a lot of the interviews pieced together are absolutely awesome. So, again, the con reviews that we have, people know, great stuff. Very, 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 very great stuff. So, again, go to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caratenuto, but it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe away. Now, on the way into the show, you guys saw some good stuff because yes, it is going to be an insanely just rockin' weekend in Sun Devil country, guys. Tonight, we have hockey at 7 p.m. at Mullet Arena. We also have 8th ranked Sun Devil volleyball against BYU. Just madness there at Desert Financial Arena, right? Yeah, both at 7 p.m. Again, whichever one you can get to. You run back and forth to both. Be superhuman like you Sun Devils all are. Awesome. But either way, you have that tonight. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. at the Mona Plummer Aquatic Center, we have some swim and dive, which is absolutely awesome. At the Mona Plummer Aquatic Center, we have swim and dive at 11 a.m. Then at 2 p.m. at good old Desert Financial Arena, keeping the court warm, or the arena warm, I should say, because obviously a little bit different courts for volleyball and hoops, as you guys all know. But at 2 p.m., women's hoops is playing, right? You got that. And then at 5 p.m., hockey will be taking. Oh, they're taking on Colorado College, by the way. I didn't mention that. Hockey taking on Colorado College tonight, but tomorrow at 5 as well. Also, the Triathlon National Championship, in which the Sun Devil ASU is hosting, is going on, and that starts at. I want to say, hold on, I gotta. So I will let you know That starts at 10 o'clock. I want to say it starts at 10 triathlon. It is Pucks and Paws night at Mullet Arena. We'll get to that in a minute. Tonight for hockey. Yes. At 3 p.m. That's when the triathlon. Well, it says the national time. It says Heat C is at 9:30 a.m. And then 9:50 to 10:10 Heat C swim warm up, and then 10:10 a.m. transitions closes. Athletes call out begins. 10:30 a.m. Heat C race starts. So, and then Heat B, same thing. They go at 11:45. And then at 12:45 they start, and then ASU is in Heat A, so they go at 2 p.m. With transition swimming warm up, and then at 3 o'clock they get going. So yeah, that is that again. Yeah, so you can park at the actually Tempe Town Lake Marina if you're headed to that. So yes, again, it'll be awesome. I know. But yes, so triathlon too. So I mean, again, you talk about it as just an insanely phenomenal weekend. But it's a women's, by the way. I should have mentioned I was saying team triathlon. It is a women's triathlon. So yes, absolutely, absolutely awesome. So yes, can't wait for that. It's an all-day thing. So again, you can check in and out on that as well too, as tomorrow is going on. But hey, also, I love the show, and I want to put this up here again because somebody from Sun Devil Volleyball, which is, I mean, no surprise to you volleyball, to you pitchfork lunchers and no volleyball, but there's a certain somebody here that is National Player of the Year, and there she is right there, Normie Glover. Let's see the replay, although I don't know why this video is so. It's just not happy right now. Let's try that again. But Noemi Glover, either way, the other day too, the other night against Texas Tech, which is just absolutely dominated. But yeah, I couldn't be more stoked for her. She had 17 kills in a 3-set game where, again, 25-6, 25-20, and then 25-16. Yeah, I mean, that. Yeah, 25-6, 25-20, 25-16, and she had 17 kills. She hit 696. So, yeah. And considering they held Texas Tech to hitting a 0% for the match, I mean, Texas Tech was minus 355. in the first set, and then 138 in the second, and then 179 in the third. But still, I mean, that led to literally hitting zero. I mean, that's utter domination. And again, coming off that 5-setter in Ames against Iowa State. But yeah, so stoked for Noemi Glover, again, an AVCA semifinalist. Uh, what was I going to say? But yeah, she is a AVCA Player of the Year semifinalist. So again, and well deserved. I mean, again, she got a little bit of injury, but I want to say now has over 250 kills, my friends. Over 250 kills. Um, 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 but she, again, when she's on the show, oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. One of the kills are at, I wanted to say over, I mean, if not over, it's right there at 250. I will tell you that. So Glover has, yep, she now has the lead over Bailey Miller. But again, they're both crushing it. But 266 kills in 61 sets played. Again, missed a little bit of time, got a little banged up, was out of the lineup, and that's when Coach Van Neal again had a few players unfortunately banged up. Tatum Parrott was one of them as well. GCU transfer who again coming over this year has had a hell of a season, guys, and but for Glover, I digress, 266 kills, averaging 4.36 per set. I mean, hitting 366 for the season, which is just awesome. And then Bailey Miller's got 258 kills on the opposite side. And we're going to hear from Miss Glover and Ella Lamagora, who spoke after the game. Again, it's just with it yesterday, but want to get them on here. Because so you guys can hear him talking about that. And again, I will show you. I was just again so very stoked that it was a reflexive action, and you can as long as it doesn't go over the net, you can pass with your foot. And Lamagora had a line drive pass, and he literally couldn't even dive down to get it. Just kind of angled her foot, got it right over to her teammate, and look at that, over the net. I mean, they ended up not getting the point as a long point, but like I've told you guys, it is phenomenal. And I mean, anytime you can interject a little soccer, I mean, they do that. They've done that beach soccer, and it's absolutely awesome. But Ella Lamagora, so stoked. I mean, the way she's playing as well too. But for Noemi Glover, man, just to be a national semifinalist is just again absolutely awesome. So yes. But yeah, I mean this, and then they have BYU tonight, guys. It is going to be absolutely insane. But also I want to say for Glover, who again doesn't serve, rotates out, but still, I mean, up front blocking, everything is just. So think of that. Okay, so 266 kills. She also has 49 digs, again, for somebody who's getting up front and kills, 49 digs, 75 blocks. She was third on the team with 75 because Colby Neal, what a surprise, has 113. Ella Magora, not a surprise at all, has 93, right? And Noemi Glover has 75. I mean, Tatum Parrott up front too has chipped in 28. Bailey Miller has 38. For Bailey Miller, and I mean, Miller also has 209 digs along with 258 kills. Like I said, that is just flat out just balling. I mean, just in general. And then you look at when we look at the assists, because obviously Sydney Henry and Brent Coble playing a 6-2, which Coach Van Neal's done most of the year. But Sydney Henry on the court, 522 assists for Sydney Henry, 346 for Brent Covell, who's, again, I mean, and even serving wise, she's got 20 aces. And last year, I mean, I think she finished with 24. So she's on pace to at least get that from last year and go. And then when we look at service aces, we got a leader at 30, guys, Bailey Miller. So, look, Bailey Miller and Glover, to me, definitely first team all Big 12. I don't see how. And there's a lot of talent out there, believe me. But when you've contributed to a team that is, let's see, 19-3. 19-3. Yeah, I was right. Okay, going for 20 wins tonight again, and every year they get this tonight. That means JJ Van Neal's tenure, all 3 seasons he will have had 20 wins or more. I mean, they had 30 obviously they hit 30 last year. Undefeated at home though, 10-0, 7-2 away, obviously at Texas and at Iowa State, like we talked about. But 19-3 at home, 10-1 in conference play. Like I said, 10-0 at home, 7-2 away, 2-1 neutral site. But I mean, that's just insane. 19-3, 8th in the country, taking on BYU, by the way, who is 19th in the country. So, or wait, no, they're 21st now. I'm sorry, they were 19th when they beat them last time. When they beat them last time in 5 in Provo, they were 19. Now BYU's 21. So again, the Devils, another ranked opponent, and then they'll be. And then Thursday at good old Desert Financial Arena, guys, it is Territorial Cup battle. And we know what happened in Tucson last time. The Devils just smacked them in 4. Should have been 3, but whatever. You guys know me, Pitchfork Lunchers. I'm just being greedy, right? I'm being greedy. I know. But that being said, next Thursday night, you will be at Desert Financial Arena. Sun Devils, you do not let any of those again, a few of them probably going to show up, but again, just pack that arena. Let's beat the Wildcats up. # our state. Remember, the reigning Big 12 champs women's volleyball team reminded me of that last year because I wasn't adding that, saying that, and they let me know. So, which is awesome. But yeah, that's what they have coming up. So, again, BYU number 21 tonight. Let's get to it. 7 p.m. Desert Financial Arena, guys. Yeah, first serve, and it'll be an interesting one. And then we got hockey also at 7 p.m. at Mullet Arena, and this is a hockey team is 3-5 right now, but 1-1 in conference play. Gotta like that, right? Definitely felt it should have been 2-0, but again, just keep growing, and these younger guys are getting healthier and coming back too. So as always, knock on wood for that, because Coach Powers talked about that as well too. So it's one of those things where, they're taking on Colorado College, who is 7-1 right now, and you can see it on Fox 10 tonight. It's also streaming on NCHC.TV. But yeah, I mean, cannot be again, and you win both, you get to 500 in the NCHC, and then you'd be 3-1 in conference play. It's early, and then because after that they go back on the road and they head up to North Dakota, which we know is very tough to play, and they what was I going to say to you? North Dakota obviously very tough as well too. We'll get into it more, but Colorado College tonight. Talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, and then men's hoops tomorrow, women's hoops tomorrow. Actually, let's go with swim. Let's get it. Yeah. Well, men's and women's swim and dive tomorrow. Women are 1-1 right now, but they actually, I take that back. November 7th. The women have a match at 3 p.m. against UCLA, and then tomorrow at 11 a.m. they will be taking on USC. For the men, I'm guessing they're taking on – oh, no, they don't have UCLA. So for the men, they take on USC. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m. So, man, that was my bad. I was all stoked. I just looked at Saturday's schedule for the men and say men and women, I know they're together. But, man, my apologies, women. That's a slacker. Man, you think I went to the school down south. So if you're out and about in Tempe, go over to the Mona Palmer Aquatic Center because at 3 p.m., swim and dive will be taken on at number 23 UCLA. So, yeah, and then tomorrow they have number 12 Southern Cal, just like the men do. Have Southern Cal as well, but that starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow, 3 p.m. today. You can see it. So, man, I'm going to have to get out there after the show. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break, right? Take a quick break. When I get back, we will hear from volleyball's Olamagora and Noemi Glover, a ABCA semifinalist for Player of the Year. Well-deserved. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll get back to it again, talk a little bit more men's hoops because they play Sunday at 1 p.m. as well. The women, like I said, women's hoops plays tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So, again, it's all rocking. But we'll step aside and have more Pitchfork Lunch coming right up.
Audio Jungle.
Sorry about that. Okay, a little difference here, but you saw that I had to get the soccer pass in there from El Lamagora. But I am Mike Clark, back here on Pitchfork Lunch, and hey, let's just get right to it. We're going to hear from Lamagora and Naomi Glover after the sweep at Texas Tech and getting ready for the Cougars tonight.
Just your overall thoughts on the season. I you had 8 blocks. Just your overall thoughts.
Just on the whole season.
Just tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Well, yeah, I just feel like we were really aggressive on the service line, and I think that contributed a lot to us being able to be like really strong defensively and contributed to blocks. Like, I think that not even that, we were really good on scouting and knowing our rotations. They were changing a lot of their lineups up, but we just stayed calm and we're constantly communicating on the front row, which just brought a lot of confidence.
Just your overall thoughts on the season. I you had 8 blocks. Just your overall thoughts.
Just on the whole season.
Just tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Well, yeah, I just feel like we were really aggressive on the service line, and I think that contributed a lot to us being able to be like really strong defensively and contributed to blocks. Like, I think that not even that, we were really good on scouting and knowing our rotations. They were changing a lot of their lineups up, but we just stayed calm and we're constantly communicating on the front row, which just brought a lot of confidence to each other, and yeah, it just made it really easy to execute.
The first set when you go, I mean, obviously it's not that they're not trying, but I mean, 25-6 through scores like that. I mean, all your guys' experience still kind of shock you in a way that you ripped through a first set like that?
I want to say yes. I think just obviously we have a plan and set. I think our coaches did a great job this week of just being like, okay, coming out strong. I know last week did go how we wanted, so we really that kind of lit a fire under us. I think in that halfway point of season, there's really 2 ways you can go, and it's either kind of just taking it
just your overall thoughts on the season. I you had 8 blocks. Just your overall thoughts.
Just on the whole season.
Just tonight?
Yeah. Oh, tonight. Well, yeah, I just feel like we were really aggressive on the service line, and I think that contributed a lot to us being able to be like really strong defensively and contributed to blocks. Like, I think that not even that, we were really good on scouting and knowing our rotations. They were changing a lot of their lineups up, but we just stayed calm and we're constantly communicating on the front row, which just brought a lot of confidence to each other, and yeah, it just made it really easy to execute.
The first set when you go, I mean, obviously it's not that they're not trying, but I mean 25-6 through scores like that. I mean, all your guys' experience still kind of shock you in a way that you ripped through a first set like that?
I want to say yes. I think just obviously we have a plan and set. I think our coaches did a great job this week of just being like, okay, coming out strong. I know last week didn't go how we wanted, so we really that kind of lit a fire under us. I think in that halfway point of season, there's really two
just your overall thoughts on the season. I know you had 8 blocks. Just your overall thoughts.
Just on the whole season.
Just tonight?
Yeah. Oh, tonight. Well, yeah, I just feel like we were really aggressive on the service line, and I think that contributed a lot to us being able to be like really strong defensively and contributed to blocks. Like, I think that not even that, we were really good on scouting and knowing our rotations. They were changing a lot of their lineups up, but we just stayed calm and we're constantly communicating on the front row, which just brought a lot of confidence to each other, and yeah, it just made it really easy to execute.
The first set when you go, I mean, obviously it's not that they're not trying, but I mean 25-6 through scores like that. I mean, all your guys' experience still kind of shock
Apologies for that here on Pitchfork Lunch. Here's a studio issue, and that is really frustrating. So we're going to try this one more time. Yes, we are. We're going to try this one more time. It should be good. Fingers crossed. Forks up. I know all the harping I do to that school down south. You know that it was somebody from down there that's messing with this. But we're going to try this one more time. And I don't know if it starts out slow, doesn't work, then we'll exit. And even after on Monday, I will play it again before I play the BYU sound because I don't understand as to why this is acting up like this. Like it makes. I mean, I've looked at some stuff, but I know a lot of you know I'm not the ultimate of tech people. Well, it's playing fine in the preview, so that's always a good thing.
Just your overall thoughts on the season. I think you had 8 blocks. Just your overall thoughts.
All right.
Just on the whole season.
Just tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Well, yeah, I just feel like we were really aggressive on the service line, and I think that contributed a lot to us being able to be like really strong defensively and contributed to blocks. Like, I think that. Not even that, we were really good on scouting and knowing our rotations. They were changing a lot of their lineups up, but we just stayed calm and we're constantly communicating on the front row, which just brought a lot of confidence to each other, and yeah, it just made it really easy to execute.
The first set when you go, I mean, obviously it's not that they're not trying, but I mean, 25-6 through scores like that. I mean, with all your guys' experience still kind of shock you in a way that you rip through a first set like that?
I want to say yes. I think just obviously we have a plan and set. I think our coaches did a great job this week of just being like, okay, coming out strong. I know last week didn't go how we wanted, so we really that kind of lit a fire under us. I think in that halfway point of season, there's really 2 ways you can go in. It's either kind of just taking it meekly or coming in strong and aggressive, and I think that's what we did, and it really paid off.
Yeah.
Really, this isn't for both of you guys, but obviously there's still a long road ahead in the season. You just bounced back from a loss, and then now you're coming back home dominating, and you're going to play BYU on Friday. How are you motivating your other girls in the team to stay strong during this long season?
I think just taking it each day at a time, one game at a time. Like we focused tonight, we took care of business, and now it's a quick turnover, but tomorrow we're going to come in ready to work and just being really intentional with every rep that we take so that we can be prepared for Friday.
Yeah, coming in preparing, knowing that it's going to be a battle, it's going to take that work during practice throughout the week, and I think this is a really tough week for us because we know that it's going to be challenging, so just kind of coming in ready to play from that first day in the gym and bringing that into every day of practice, coming in prepared, and I think we are in a good position because we have played this team before. We played at their place. They have a great environment over there, and they played a great match against us. So there's definitely some things we can improve on, and luckily we have that film that we can watch and see what changes maybe they're going to make throughout since we played them, and just it's really
court advantage.
Yeah, our home court advantage. DFA has been electric, as JJ said, but it's just so fun playing in here and having that energy that we bring, and I think that's fun, and it should be a great match.
What are the biggest things you guys feel like you cleaned up from last Friday at Iowa State that you executed a lot better than that tonight?
I feel like our serving and our serve receive and just getting our hitters in rhythm with that first pass was able to really help us be more effective and efficient.
Yes, that aggression that we showed. Yeah, our hitting percentage went up. Our opponent hitting percentage was at 0. 10 to 2 blocks. It's a big margin there, and their attacks per set, they didn't hit over 200 in any of the sets. They hit negative in the first set, and we're hitting 300 and over 300 in each set. So just being efficient with our attacking, bringing it from the service line. We had 2 aces, so serving it up.
No, I mean, when you come in and can just unload a couple big kills early in a match, how does that open up your whole arsenal that you can use, because people are kind of oh my gosh, you know, she's gonna hit those all the time, and how does that open up all of your shots?
I think it's just really just about being a versatile attacker, being able to hit all the shots in the court, tip around the court, like just keeping the defenders guessing, keeping the other team guessing where they don't know where you're going to swing. You can swing, you can hit. It's just being all over the board. I think that it's just really important to, obviously if one shot's working, you can do it a couple times, but eventually teams are going to pick up on that. So just being unscoutable is honestly the goal.
And what did you think of Ella's beautiful foot touch pass to keep the point going?
Gorgeous. It was so beautiful, honestly. I was just like, just those plays are really fun, just having that gritty energy that Ella's bringing just everywhere. It's so fun.
I mean, throughout the years I've seen it happen in volleyball, but I mean, I gotta think that's something that you guys really, I mean, no one team's gonna really spend too much time in practice on that. It's just kind of natural reflex. Is that like more from like, I mean, kind of like playing beach too? Is that kind of like
bit, I guess, yeah, but honestly it's just reaction. I was just like, okay, there's the ball, I'm just gonna stick a leg out, and you know, it went up, so there we go.
JJ was mentioning that, you know, he flipped you and Colby today, and then obviously you guys come out in a 5-1 in that first set, so like for both of you, like what's the biggest adjustment you guys have to make as attackers when you're changing things up a little bit with the system?
I think just really working to be available. I think that Noemi gets a lot of sets, and that distribution obviously is effective, but just being able to have another like attacker up, and both me and Colby, like both of us are incredibly efficient. So I think it's awesome that we're both flexible enough to be able to switch and move throughout and be placed wherever we need to be placed. So I think that just being available and being flexible has just been awesome.
Yes, being able to be confident in what we've done in practice, being able to work with our setter, like, hey, like, yeah, this is new, but I still want to get the ball, you know, just that communication before the games, during the matches, being able to communicate, hey, like, we're in a different position, let's try it out, let's see what's going to happen, and then based on what the other team is doing, placing the ball well, I think works. I mean, it worked amazing tonight, and that connection was good.
Yeah, you and Bailey obviously both had double digits in kills, but I mean, playing like on the other side, like say you're getting set a lot, you're like Jeff said, I mean, you said it at home, but like playing on the other side of her, or you guys playing on opposite sides of each other, how does that help both your games, do you feel?
It's amazing. I think honestly, just knowing that everyone is a great option in all rotations that we have. Like if Lam is running a play, then the middle goes and helps on that play, and then there's a block open on my side, and then if teams are shifting to me on the right side or the red, then there's availability on other sides of the court. So just having all the attackers being up, ready, wanting the ball, it makes things easier as an attacker, because you know, even if you're not getting the ball, someone else is going to make an amazing kill, and that's evident in our percentage here, like hitting over 300, because everyone's able to get a good look.
There were upsets all over the place last Friday. What do you guys make of that in terms of like where you are at this point in the season and trying to push through to get to the tournament?
Yeah, I think a forward focus has been really important for us. Like when we go in the gym, it's like, okay, this is what we have ahead. Obviously tonight was a great match. We played great across the board. It's like, okay, well, tomorrow we got to go to practice and prepare for another matchup with different attacking schemes. So as much as you can, just being positive, knowing that you have to move forward and improve your game always. Yeah, it's really just a process of going throughout the whole season with ups and downs.
Yeah, I feel like it's really important to remember that volleyball is a game of momentum. And like when we lose or when teams lose, like it's always helped.
To piggyback off that, I mean, obviously, you know, I know you mentioned earlier, like beating BYU in 5 up there, and I mean, playing a team the second time, obviously, like Coach was talking about, I mean, barring injury teams, you're not going to change too much, but what do you take from that first game outside of it? You know, they might have a little bit of a crowd here, but it won't be as crazy as a crowd this time. But what do you take from that first match against them as you get ready for them?
We played a few matches since then, so excuse me on trying to remember, but I think they had some great serve. They brought a lot of service pressure. I think that was a big thing for us to adjust to. They have some great attackers, some dynamic outsides, so they're getting a bulk of sets, so how we can contain that and then transition on our side and have all attackers available. They have a pretty good middle that gives them momentum with their block and swing, so Just they run a different system too. They usually run a 5-1, so some teams run 6-2s like we played tonight. Just those adjustments, having the setter being up, ready for the dump.
I think it's important to remember all the technical stuff and all of the different plays that we played against them, but also just that feeling of like knowing that we can come back and we can fight back, because I'm pretty sure like we were down like a decent amount in that like game. So just knowing and having that confidence that we can come back and we can still compete, and also just knowing that we're going in for a big fight this weekend. So
one more. How much did when you played Iowa State, they ran the slide a lot even on that right side, so how much did seeing that against them help you tonight with some of the stuff you were seeing from Texas Tech running more not the 1 foot sometimes to the right side?
I feel like it definitely helps. Like as a middle and I'm going, and I know that my pins have just gotten so much work in practice, and like even if I'm going to be late, like they're all lining up right, and that just gives me so much more confidence. And we just put a lot of emphasis on it, so a lot of reps, which I think it shows really well. So
Practice 2 weeks in a row, so it's going to be contained.
Any other questions? Great.
And there you go. Fourth time was a charm, but how to get that in. And I mean, honestly, think about it. I love when I asked Noemi about Ella's nice little kick there. The kick pass, and she's like, it was reaction. But again, to angle and not like obviously swing your foot hard. You're not going to drill it at your teammate, but just to kind of angle it. Again, the foot soccer skills right there. So forks up again on the win, ladies. But I heard him talk about obviously BYU tonight. There's stuff you can take, and Coach had mentioned too. I played his sound the other day that BYU's my little banged up right now, but still, on the outsides, they were playing well, and it did go to 2-5 last time. And I'm going to wrap up volleyball. I just want to say tonight for hockey, it is pucks and paws night, right? Where ticket packages are available to purchase for 4 tickets, including 1 dog, for a spot on the Dos Equis Devil Deck to enjoy the game. So there are going to be some awesome pups at the game tonight as well. These are their first home games in 27 days. So just about, pretty much gone for a month. You open up, you're excited. You got Penn State, and then you got what was it? The Icebreaker Classic, Icebreaker Tournament. You have that. You beat Notre Dame, you beat Alaska Fairbanks. You're feeling good. Then you go to Augustana, who again very tough. They lost 4-2 and 5-2. But then they go to Miami, open up NCHC play, like we talked about, get the 4-1 win, cleaning up the netter. And then, second game they were up, but then they Miami just had a little run there in the second period where gave up 1 goal, but they got guys are talking about giving up 1, you can't give up 3, and that is what had happened as the Devils were up 1-0. It was tied at 1 after the first, and then the Devils actually scored the first goal. The Devils actually scored the first goal of the second period. Benjamin Cavon, who got assisted from Johnny Waldron, who's back in the lineup, and Kyle Smolin. But then Miami ripped out 3 straight goals, and 3 goals within 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes and 22 seconds. They got 3 goals, and they attacked them on 1 more in the the empty netter in the third. It wasn't an empty netter. Oh no, actually it wasn't. So, but yeah, you're up, and then all of a sudden you give up 3 goals in 4 minutes, and like I said, 22 seconds. And players talk. I mean, you can't have that. It's a lot. Yes, they're obviously a team across from you, trying to get their stuff done. But yeah, no, it's just. Whew. But Coach Powers, again, man, it'll be awesome at Mole tonight. Pause. Volleyball tonight. Tomorrow, again, 11 a.m. Men's and women's swim and dive. Although today, 3 p.m. as well. So get on down to Tempe early. Go out to the Mona Polar Aquatic Center. Check out some women's swim and dive against UCLA. And yeah, go from there. But nonetheless, you guys have the most. And so, yeah, so swimming at 3 today, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Women's hoops tomorrow at 2 p.m. As I take on Eastern Washington at 2 p.m. At Desert Financial Arena. So you have that. And then, like I said, hockey at 5 p.m. at Mullet. And then men's hoops, by the way, want to know as well, along with women's hoops, they will be taking on Utah Tech like Sunday, and that is at 1 p.m. So again, you bookend your whole weekend down in Tempe, Sun Devil Nation, guys. I don't understand. Again, yes, people have stuff to do. I know, people working and stuff, but I'm saying, you're looking for stuff to do. You got, I mean, you're looking for stuff to do, and the best part is, yeah, and you have a triathlon tomorrow as well too. So, yeah, you just got a whole day of just fun for the kids. You get different events. It's action-packed. It's rocking, swimming, women's hoops, hockey, triathlon. Like, guys, forks up all day long. Forks up. So. And then men's hoops on Sunday to just end it, nice little game. So anyway, that is going to do it for today. Again, sorry for the studio issues, but hey, we keep rolling onward to victory, onward and upward. We are Sun Devils. So again, I will see you Monday, same bad time, same bad channel. We will recap all this insanely phenomenal weekend, and just let Devils keep rolling. And everything as the defending Big 12 champs in swimming too, men's and women's. Yes, first year in the Big 12. They won the Big 12, as did women's volleyball, as did football last year. So let's rock it. Let's keep rocking it. So nonetheless, yes, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your Friday. Have a phenomenally safe weekend. Come out, hit me up at Diablo00 on X, my IG, Michael.Carrington.5. Let me know if you're going to be out in Tempe at any of these events, because guess what? I might be at one or two of them, as you guys know. Anyway, but have a phenomenal rest of your Friday. I will see you Monday. Hopefully I see you this weekend at some other events, though. And, yeah, as you guys all know, it is hashtag our state. That is for the school down south, as you have the reigning Big 12 champs women's volleyball reminded me, and like I always tell you guys. Oh, by the way, Tillman shirt. You saw this. You guys know it's Friday because we got the Tillman shirt on. By the way, today is the 7th. Yesterday was Pat Tillman's birthday. Saw a lot of great things yesterday afternoon. I felt so dumb because I knew it was November 6th, because when I'm not telling the whole story now, I'll tell it later, but when I had introduced him to my parents and talking to him, it came up. But yeah, my dad's birthday was November 7th. Happy heavenly birthday, Pop. But yeah, so Tillman's birthday was yesterday. Again, saw a lot of awesome tributes, a lot of great video from when he was playing, and just like interviews and stuff like that. So again, just happy heavenly birthday to Pat Tillman. And yes, today, November 7th, happy heavenly birthday to my wonderful father, Man, it's been a minute. It's been 13 years since he passed away, and I'm telling you, it does not seem like that. And man, like I said, and obviously Pat's family, you miss him every day. But hopefully those November birthdays up there, hopefully they cross paths again up there. But yeah, just wanted to give a big shout out, obviously, Tillman Foundation. You guys, Tillman run, Pat's run. As you know, it'll be in April, but you can start registering after the new year. I'll be talking about that. We're gonna do a little fundraiser for it too, guys. So yes, don't be bashful. You'll see it coming up. You got an idea. So yes, there is that. But yeah, so Pat Tillman's birthday obviously yesterday. So happy birthday to Pat Tillman, and yes, happy birthday to my dad, my heavenly birthday to my father. Again, I miss him every day, and I can't believe it's been 13 years. It's just, I don't know, the time just flies. So it's crazy. But anywho, have a phenomenal rest of your weekend. Hug your loved ones. Let them know you're thinking of them. Spend some time at ASU. Maybe, you see, obviously, some beautiful Tillman statues in the stadium, which you'll be able to see next week when the team that's on a bye this week, as we know, is ASU. They're on a bye at West Virginia next week, 11 a.m. kickoff, guys. So up and at it early, which Coach said he loves. So anyway, I will see you Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Again, hit me up at Diablo00 on X or my IG, Michael@Richmond.5, if you're going to be out at any of the events. So a phenomenal rest of your Friday. I will see you tomorrow or Monday, same bad time, same bad channel, as you guys know. And yes, it is #OurState. And you know it, go Devils. But as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call. Play fake. Farmer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Red flag.
3rd down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again.
Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Revenge on this defense here. That is drilled. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. This one the other way. It gets no going back. At the track. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.